Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are quickly filling up Alumni Stadium in anticipation of a terrific clash we have ahead. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on another team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the... Offense 20. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Hey, great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult for him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Made a defender miss. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Just buried, just plowing down the field.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And he's dragged down.
You know, I really like this QB running with football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. With jet sweep pass. And they will score. Touchdown, NC State.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So Boston College's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Quickly to the tight end. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Boston College wants to play fast.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Toss sweep to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. on the move. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Looking to go up top on first down. Feeling some heat.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. At that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Extending the play. He chucks one out to the right. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boston College right back to the line. Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback now breaking the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's going to get loose. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game. got a lot of speed, and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by just 4 to Tennessee. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Quarterback checking off. They'll try the toss to the left. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Whew, that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Offensively, nice play call going with the toss to get that running back to the outside. I'm telling you, if he makes that guy miss, that might have been 6.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snares it outside. It's Hobbs. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers. That they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in, because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score, and score pretty dang quickly.
They go to the ground, and they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Boston College wants to play fast. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the catch down the right side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. He's going to pass. Might be looking to run. It's complete. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Hendricks. Makes the catch. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Quarterback keeps it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack! When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gashed them there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out into space with the ball in his hands. And when he's there, he can make people miss. And if he gets into the second level of your defense, that dude is gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense...
Open runway ahead. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Defense showing blitz here. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. Gets away from one. He's got space. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll try the run. Oh, how did you make that move? And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover.
Here we go.
Down. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Boston College. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Here comes the offense on second down. The run from the shotgun. Trucks through the defender. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Hendricks. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. On the run, still looking. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. On the option. Now the toss. Oh, gave the defender the business. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field.
And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Hendricks. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. He'll start this drive firing. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagle. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved. And the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Coming out with it, it's Ogden. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They'll leave it with him. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Looking for a man. It's Hendricks. Looking deep. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And to me, that is the downside of a flea flicker, man. Sometimes it creates so much momentum in a big play, but a lot of times you see this, Palmer, the quarterback wants to force it, take that big shot, and be...
A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. The give to the tailback. Keeps the legs moving. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Boston College will send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Give him 105 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. The give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the...
Just destroying his way through the field. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play and they pick up a big game.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Boston College, 14.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Boston College right back to the line.
Black 24. Black 24.
He'll try to pop the draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play.
He is smashing people. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets rid of it. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hendricks. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Now the defense has got it going the other way. He's loose. Touchdown, Boston College! The defense with the scoop and score.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback keeper. Just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This one's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
They're trying to get to him. He's in a world of trouble and death. It's a catastrophic loss on that play. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Quarterback will audible. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Line gets set, first down. The hand to the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Right back to the well. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Gonna run it. It's Perkins.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Perkins. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Paul, but they've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Boston College wants to play fast.
Ringo! Ringo!
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. This time on target.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He'll ride his man on the option. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. 1st down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. No huddle here for the offense.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Boston College right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Golden Eagles are flying down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback in this progression.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. The give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. 3rd and goal from way back there. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Let's it fly. He makes a grab, and he won't come close to the goal line after the catch. How about that stop as the defense takes over? North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Now on the option. Now the toss. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. NC State quick to the line. On the option. Across the 45. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. Gets it past the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Powers through the defender. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So after the first down run, here's second down.
Come on, set.
The option look. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to go option. They're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach